and welcome back to my channel. Now the sun's shining and I'm quite a good weather barbecue, so I'm going to put a feast together for my family. It's just 4 of us and I'm just going to rummage the fridge and find whatever there is and make with what I have. So these are not kind of completely planned A to B recipes. These are things that you can put together, hopefully. So let's get cooking. Before that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button. And the only thing I've bought fresh today is some whole chicken. That is all because obviously I don't have that in the fridge lying around. So that's the only thing fresh, but the rest I'm going to put together with things that are in there. So let's do this and have some fun on a weekend. So I just want to say that I'm a good weather barbecuer. So I always have the intention that, oh my God, I'm going to barbecue all year round. But as soon as it gets to autumn, I'm like, psh, barbecue's shut. So I'm going to go open the barbecue with you guys. The last time I barbecued was maybe in September, October. No, actually it was earlier this year, early September. I haven't opened the barbecue since then. So we're gonna do it together and then I'm gonna show you. We'll see what situation it's in. And then I obviously have to start from scratch because I need to give it a good clean. Let's do it. Don't judge, okay? I just don't do it in the winters. Right, look, my favorite plant is here and it had like kind of overtaken the barbecue, so I just chopped it all off before it flowered. So anyways, no idea what this is doing here. Right, let's get this open. I will clean it, don't worry. And grass seems to have grown here. Ooh, oh dear Lord. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not bad. It's better than last year. Last year when I opened it in the summer, it was awful. So that's all right. I'm gonna get some brushes to clean. Basically, I've had this barbecue for like 10 years and it doesn't use any chemical, anything. To clean, all I've done every year is just use this and just scrub everything off and then fill it with charcoal and burn it off for a little bit, and it cleans everything up. So that's what I'm gonna do even now. Just want to tell you that I'm not using any sprays. Only thing I am gonna clean even without chemicals is this thing, which I'm gonna just soak in water for a little bit while the coal is burning once I've scrubbed this, and all I'm using is this to just kind of scrub everything off. It's so funny because I post I'm always like every few months I clean my oven, deep clean I clean my hob every few months, and then some people always asking and assuming that I have help to do all that, but it's just me in the kitchen, guys. Nobody is helping me for anything. So it's always me, which is why I'm sharing that I'm doing it because it is kind of real life, really. So I've cleaned all the grassy bits. Just gonna scrub the insides. And I'm actually not changing the coal. I'm gonna just burn the same coal because it doesn't matter. Just gonna burn it off, and when it's burnt off, I'm gonna add fresh coal to this. It's a sunny day, so everybody's in the garden doing things in their gardens. Very noisy day. Usually the garden's so quiet. I'm just gonna clean this off. That's it. Just gonna light this up now. Doesn't need too much, because it's an outdoor thing. There's no point me wasting my life hours deep cleaning this because it's going to become like this in another day. But yeah, it needs a deep kind of really strong fire inside to kill everything nasty there might be before I cook anything on it. Right, let's do this. And while that is doing its thing, I am going to give this a quick scrub. I'm not going to show you how I'm scrubbing. You know how to scrub a grill. So like I said to you earlier, while that is kind of burning all the germs and everything else, the only thing that I did buy this morning was chicken. And as always, I do cook whole chicken, but I like it and prefer it spatchcocked, which is kind of pressed down, remove the backbone. What I'm going to do is that I am going to prep this and marinate it and all that stuff so that when that's ready, it can go in, and in that time that you can just sit in the marinade. And I'm going to do a slightly new marinade today. Not Indian style. Yeah, and I've not made it before, so I'm quite excited. So just going to start directly. I'm just marinating it in this. A couple of tablespoons of oil. I'm just using a light olive oil. And just going to add a couple of tablespoons, ketchup to this. I only needed a couple of tablespoons. Anyways, it is what it is. Also going to add lots of black pepper, a teaspoon. I really need nice white wine vinegar or something. I haven't got it. I checked the covers. Now the only vinegar I have is some distilled malt vinegar, and that's will have to do because I'm not going out to the shops at all. So if you have nice white wine vinegar, go for it. And I'm going to use a good kind of fresh garlic, 6 cloves, and I'm going to grate it directly into here. You can use garlic granules, but as you might have seen in my recipes, I tend to use fresh. I think out of thousands of recipes I've done, maybe I've used garlic powder twice. It's nice. Clearly, it's not the best thing. Otherwise, I would be using it loads. I think what fresh garlic adds is what fresh garlic adds. Now, when it comes to Cajun spices, I bought this. Guys, I haven't been sponsored by this. I just went to the shops and this looked very exciting. So it's a Louisiana Cajun. And this one has sea salt, ground coriander, paprika, mustard powder, chili flakes, dried onion, ground cumin, dried garlic, oregano, dried thyme, black pepper, and dried marjoram. So I haven't used it yet, so I can't oh, that smells so good. I can't really talk about it, but we'll taste it when the chicken's ready. We'll find out whether it's any good or not. So just that splash of vinegar, and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this Cajun rub. It has got salt, so I'm not adding extra salt. And now for a change, I have bought chicken with skin on. If you've seen my previous barbecued videos as well, I prefer no skin. But I thought, you know what? Ooh, it's quite, smells really refreshing and citrusy. Citrus is the word. So I'm gonna get my chicken out, spatchcocked. He didn't have a bigger chicken today, so I just bought what was available. I think it's 1.5 kilos. And what I am going to do is just going to put the rub underneath the skin so chicken gets nicely flavored. That's why I didn't. I thought, oh, I'm going to try. And now I'm going to leave this chicken in the fridge till my barbecue is ready. And in that time, I'm going to see what else I can rustle up on the barbecue today with what I have in the fridge. I have a feeling this is going to turn out amazing, and it's something I have not done before, so I thought I'll do something new for my first barbecue of the season. Goes in the fridge for a little rest. Gonna clean up the surface and find what else I can cook. So I found some Jersey Royal potatoes. Now Jersey potatoes only come for a very short season, and they come from Jersey, Ireland. They don't taste anything like regular kind of potatoes, new potatoes. They taste delicious, but yeah, they come for a very short time. I remember buying this earlier in the week, so that is wonderful. They are all kind of sizes and shapes, and these don't need to have the skin removed. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, give it a quick wash. What I'm going to do is the smaller pieces I'm going to cut in half, and then the bigger pieces I'm going to cut in 3. Basically, I want everything to be similar size so it cooks together. Otherwise, one will be done and the other one won't. So I'll do that with these. Now for this, I'm going to do a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. And then I found this spice mix, which I've used before. It's like a citrus and spice mix together. And let me get the measuring spoon. Oh, how much was that? That was 1 kilo of potatoes, 2 tablespoons of oil, and then let's make it 1 tablespoon of lovely. And I want a little bit of heat, so I'm going to add some chili. So a good teaspoon of chili powder goes in. Also a teaspoon of salt. And all that's left to do is just... Now this can also sit on the side, ready to go on the barbecue when the barbecue is ready. Smells so lovely, and this is going to go so well with the chicken. Let's check on the barbecue. Right, I can't see any smoke, but oh yes, wonderful. So I did kind of close so that everything inside can kind of cleanse. It's looking gorgeous. I'm going to give it another half an hour to just let the barbecue heat through its bones. Okay, another winning find is I have some local asparagus which I actually picked up earlier in the week, not knowing what I'm going to do with it. This grows locally. It's in season just for like 6 weeks or so, 6 to 8 weeks, and we only buy them when it's in season from the local farm shop. So I go directly to the farm that grows it, and they open the shop for the time that they have this growing, and then the shop shuts for the whole year, which is really interesting. So yeah, I am gonna do like a handful for each one of us. I'm gonna just take a few more. So all this needs is a wash, a little bit of olive oil, and then this is going to go directly on the barbecue when it's ready. So I'm going to have all these things ready and waiting. So you can kind of grill the whole thing, but the hard bits, I was told by the farm shop, they are quite chewy and not very edible. So if you just break, it naturally breaks where it's ready. So I'm not doing anything, it's just breaking. I could be putting my hand here, but it just breaks where it wants to break. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a wash, and then it's ready for the barbecue. My chicken's sitting ready, potatoes are ready, asparagus is ready. I'm gonna take 2 of these. I'm gonna put it on the barbecue because what I'm gonna do is once it's roasted, I'm gonna blitz it and make a really nice dip to go with it. And the second dip, I'm just gonna prepare a yogurt one right now. In our house, we love a bit of yogurt dip, and whatever is left just goes in the fridge and we eat it next day with our dinner. But this is just 300 grams of thick Greek yogurt, and I'm just going to add some spicing to this to make it even more delicious. First of all, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, that should be enough. Then I want 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin, and a bit of heat, so 1/4 teaspoon chili powder, and then 1/2 teaspoon of za'atar spice mix. You can use whatever you like, but this is really magical with yogurt. And while I've got everything sitting on the side of me, I'm just going to take just a smallish medium garlic clove, not a massive one, and just grate it in the yogurt as well. Good mix. Smells beautiful. I'm going to finish this with good extra virgin olive oil and a little bit more za'atar. One of the dips ready, and actually while the barbecue is kind of burning through, I'm going to go roast my peppers in that. I'm just going to get a teeniest bit of oil on this, and then they can go on the barbecue, because I'm going to peel the skin off, so that's fine. Actually, I'm going to add more coal to this because it's all gone, and which is perfect because I can start fresh. So I'm going to add more coal and then do the peppers. So just gonna let the flames come through, then put the peppers on top. I'm just gonna put them on. So the asparagus are almost done. The reason I've done it earlier is because they taste absolutely delicious even at room temperature, so which is great. And my peppers are getting beautifully done. I am on the side going to get my chicken and potatoes going. Move these inside because otherwise the seagulls will have a field day. Yeah, so just going to get the potatoes and chicken out now. So I'm going to get my potatoes on my pan. This is a hex clad pan, and I want to use it because it's supposed to be good for the barbecue as well, though it has taken over most of my barbecue space, but never mind. I'm gonna move the peppers on the side, get my potatoes in. Oops, that's a lot of only one way to do it. Right, the chicken needs to squeeze on this side. Actually, I'm going to do the other side first because it will get nice color. Now everything's in. Chicken needs around 50 minutes, potato needs around the same time. The peppers need another 10 minutes. I'll come back for the peppers, and then this can all cook away nicely. Can you hear it all sizzling? Oh, lovely. I think I'm most excited about the potatoes. This is ridiculous, but not so much. That's what's sizzling. Okay, I'm going to put a 20-minute timer, come back to this in 20 minutes. Actually just 10 minutes for the peppers, but anyways. So the asparagus, which is ready, is just going to get some salt and pepper. I really like to keep this simple because then you can really taste the asparagus. So just a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and some lemon juice, and that's it really. There it is. That's ready. Just here to check on the peppers. It's almost done. The peppers are almost done. They just need 5 more minutes. And ooh, look at that. Oh, right. So just cooking this up. And chicken is chickening. Yeah, I'm going to come back in 10 minutes to collect my peppers. I'm going to put them in a bowl and then cover with the lid so I can peel the skin off and make a lovely dip. I do want some form of a salad. Now I found these leaves in the fridge which are 15 days over date, but I never ever follow dates for vegetables and fruits. Just don't, because we've got eyes and nose to smell and see. These are absolutely fine. I found half a cucumber, so I'm just going to chop all of this up. Also, I found this from so long ago. They're a bit soft. 3 beetroot. What I'm going to do is, because the barbecue is on with the chicken anyways for another 40 minutes, I'm just going to leave it on the side and roast these, and then maybe I can make a dip. I can do something else with it, but I'm going to make the most of barbecue being on. There's really nothing fancy about this. I have just given it a good wash, and all I'm going to do is chop it up. Just take the middle bit, and then chop up the half a cucumber on top, and make a simple dressing. Oh, it's starting to get really windy. Right, peppers are definitely done, guys. So it's going in the bowl, and then I'll put a lid on the bowl, and just going to place the beetroot instead on here so they can kind of really nicely roast, and I'll do something with it. Quick stir to the potatoes, and I've still got 40 minutes on chicken and potatoes. Actually, I'm just going to check. Yeah, it's cooking beautifully. I'm just going to put that little bit of marinade from before. And put a lid on for 10 minutes, and then I'll show you how to make the dip. So it's all coming together very nicely. Just going to finish the salad quickly, and in that time the peppers would have softened up and I can peel and blitz it into a lovely dip. I really want some red onions, so I'm going to chop a couple of them on top of the cucumber. Just chunks, really. Just simple dressing. Extra virgin olive oil, couple of tablespoons, lemon juice, pepper and salt. I'm going to add just a dash of mustard. Emulsify. So that's the salad ready, and now I'm just going to do the red pepper dip. It smells lovely. Okay, now for the red pepper. Let's get the skin off. It's hot, but if you want, you can wait. Oh, yeah. Just peel off the skin, basically. All of this goes in the blender with the liquid. We want the liquid, the seeds, everything. And just gonna add like a handful of walnuts, and also a tablespoon of pomegranate molasses, juice of half a lemon, a lonely, slightly sad looking red chili last left in the fridge. I'm gonna add that too, and just 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm gonna give this a good blitz, and here is a lovely pepper dip ready to go with our food. And you can finish this with a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and a little chili. Right guys, it's only 10 minutes left. It has been a total of 40 minutes already. So I'm just going to check if the chicken needs to be turned over or something like that. Right, I'm going to put the phone on the stand first. Right, okay, so, ooh. Okay, just gonna check if the potatoes are done, then I can, oh yes they are. Let me get these out. Just get these out in here. You know this is going to be incredible. Then I'm going to move the chicken. Oh, whoa, lovely. This doesn't need much now because it's almost going to be 50 minutes. I'm going to get a thermometer and just check on the temperature of the chicken. No, it's not done. It's still got 5 more centigrades to cook. Right, guys, so I'm just going to take a small piece for myself right now. By small, I mean the whole leg. And it should just kind of fall apart. Look at that. Right, let me get my plate here so you can actually see. Look at that, guys. Just look. All the marinade is still inside here in the chicken because of the skin. I am going to get some potatoes, obviously. I'm very excited about these. Most excited about these. I want this charred one. And gonna get some pepper dip. And then this lovely yogurt dip, always a hit in our house. Some asparagus and some bits of salad. Mustardy goodness. Lots of red onions for me. Okay guys, I'm going in. The sun on my back feels incredible. I've just checked the forecast. It was supposed to rain tomorrow. So, you know what you're gonna do. I'm going in for the chicken. Oh, it's so soft and gorgeous. And in this weather, you don't want everything too hot, which is why it's great that the other dishes are slightly cooler. Potatoes were cooked 10 minutes before. So was asparagus. And I'm gonna get a little bit of everything on my that roast pepper dip is insane. Yogurt dip I've made before for the videos. This also I've made before. But potatoes. Barbecue flavor that you get with real coal. You can't beat that really. And chicken is moist as anything. It's got a gentle flavor of spices, which is fantastic. I really hope you're going to try some of this stuff. Let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite thing to barbecue? And are you a good weather barbecue or like me, just comes out in the summer? I would love to read your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you back here for another new recipe. Bye for now.